You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, presented by the Only One Media Group. This is the people's choice for quality interviews, celebrities and special guests. Hosted by Demetrius Dinny Reynolds. Call in to join the mix at 701-801-9813. For the complete archive of episodes, visit onlyonemediagroup.com and be sure to like us on Facebook at Vigilantes Radio. We welcome all. Enjoy the show. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome your host, Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds. Enjoy the show.
Yo, welcome to another awesome episode of Vigilantes Radio. I'm your host, dini-mussolini, and I just want to welcome you guys tonight. We have a very special guest, so you definitely want to stick around for that. There are over 25,000 of you guys on our phone lines, in our chat room, on the browser, Google Hangouts, Skype, all of the plugins that we use. You guys are filling them up, and I appreciate that greatly. So next week, on the 21st, Busy Bone and I will be, you know what? I forgot the name of the venue, so never mind. But yeah, we'll be in Dallas, Texas on the 21st. No worries. I will remember next time the name of the venue, tomorrow's show, and I will display the name of the venue, and it'll be on our Instagram and Facebook account, so you can definitely get the name of the venue there. It is a free event. It's a party, but you do have to RSVP your spot for that particular event. Sponsored by Hennessy. We'll have our own VIP sessions, so, connect with us, if you're out there in Dallas, Texas. We will be there on the 21st. More information to come. I just forgot the name of the venue that quick. I'm sorry. All right, guys, so there's no shortage of opportunity. Every day presents every person with countless opportunities to be or do or create whatever is desired. Yet few people ever take advantage of the opportunities that come their way, not because they don't want to, but because they're unable to, because they are not adequately prepared. We often look at highly successful people and conclude that their success is the result of being in the right place at the right time. While sometimes that is true, it is not random good fortune that puts them there. It is the preparation that helped them to see the opportunity in the first place and then make the most of that opportunity. Preparation is not usually fun or exciting. It can be tedious and unfulfilling in the short term, yet it is absolutely essential. To enjoy success, you must discipline yourself day after day to develop your skills, increase your knowledge, make a new personal contacts, and lay the groundwork for your success. When you prepare yourself, you're always in the right place at the right time. Take that from me, dini-mussolini. That is my word, and word is bond.
You're live in the mix. Let's get this started.
Yo, hello, and welcome to another awesome episode of Inside the Music, or the book, or film, or even the business, where we dive into the minds of the people who create these marvelous things. It feels so good to be back with you guys once again. Big ups to my folks who are indigos, crystalline, or the star seeds, for my Vigilantes audience family, for my hooligans, and shout out to my people who are vegetarian or vegans. If you're in a struggle like me, we are averaging over 37,000 live listeners, and we've been at this for 5 solid years. I appreciate to all you guys who've been rocking with the kid on this journey, and we are still evolving, baby. It is all because of you, most definitely. We are the people who have dedicated their lives to music, spirituality, business, literature, art, films, and research in every aspect, and we want to allow you an opportunity to tell your story. Man, we've had celebrities on our show, from Grammy Award-winning artists, nominees, to actors, comedians, CEOs, technology revolutionaries, visual artists, from authors to professors, and vampires. Or people who think they're vampires. It doesn't matter who you are or where you come from. Come on our show and talk to me. So check it out to book your interview or to appear on my other show called Skeptics. Email me at vradio@onlyonemediagroup.com, and that's V as in Victor. We hope to get the stories behind these unique people and give them a chance to tell their truth to us and the universe. That is Vigilantes Radio sole purpose. You know the number to dial, 701-801-9813. Share that number with your buddy right now and tell them to tune in to connect with us or our guests, or you can hop in the mix directly from our website, which is onlyonemediagroup.com. Right from the home page, you can slap that go live button and you'll be here live in the mix and in the chat room with all of us. So feel free to shoot over some questions to ask our guests while they are here, but only as time permits. Sometimes my guests and I talk entirely too much. And as always, all episodes are available for free download, and you can grab that from either Spreaker.com/Only One Media Group, iTunes, Player.fm, YouTube, any app from the Google Play or iTunes Store, or over at our website. And that goes for every single episode that we've ever aired.
Well, tonight's interview is the K-Lew Interview, and I am your host, Dini-Mussolini. So let's find out what we are getting ourselves into and check out this new blazing artist out of Texas by the moniker of K-Lewis. And with that, let's welcome him to our show. K-Lewis, you're now live in the midst with all of us. What's up and what's new?
Yo, what's good, man? I'm just grinding, man. I got a bunch of new stuff out in the streets that I'm putting out. Straight rider music, man. It's dope. It's definitely like hip hop for all the listeners that, you know, that like that 90s style hip hop, you know. It ties into like kind of smooth / southern / west coast, all of the above. You know, but it's straight for your trunk, man. And it's good music as far as whenever you're hitting the freeway to drop your top back, you know.
All right. Man, I'm from the South as well, so I know what that is all about, dropping the top and hitting the slab, as we call it.
Right.
Definitely. Man, you've been doing this for a young minute now. How much of your recording is self-taught, and how much of it is taught to you professionally?
I have to say there's a certain percentage that was taught to me professionally, and I've also been grinding since a kid at this. I want to say I started writing my first bars around like the age of 14, somewhere around when I first got into high school. So a lot of this kind of guerrilla style and everything that I kind of taught myself, and then just from just gigging and stuff as I got older, running into other artists that's in the game, just taking a lot of advice from them just to keep pushing, you know, never stop, and just keep going on with your dreams and pursuing it.
Right on. If you could start over at age 14, what would you do differently?
I'd have to say nothing. Because one thing, I mean, you really can't turn back the hands of time, so at the same time, it's like you don't want to go back on something that you regret. So I'd have to say there's nothing that I want to change. You know, life kind of formulates how it's supposed to be. So, you know, I'd have to say it's kind of something that I've always been dreaming about since a kid. So, it's kind of coming true. Just pretty much just manifesting everything into like real life. Your dreams are pretty much they're not going to get accomplished if you don't pursue it. You know what I'm saying? And basically, if you just kind of shut up and keep dreaming about it, you'll end up getting old. The first thing you do once you get old, you'll tell yourself, wow, I wish I would have got a chance to, go back and do this, go back and do that. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of one of those things. I don't hold any regrets or anything, or I wouldn't want to turn back anything.
All right, cool deal. So I like the big sounds you chose, man. The dark, brooding pulse of the music overall, found on your first single, which is called "Riding Through."
Yeah,
man. A lot of people are either into like the West Coast sound, East Coast, Midwest, or Dirty South style of music.
Right.
Can your music appeal to those people that like to get, territorial within the genre?
Yeah, I'd have to say so, man. I mean, you got a lot of fans out there, man, that they're still looking for that real gritty hip hop, and I just want to kind of tie into that lane as far as the people that just that's looking for lyrics and definitely a dope beat. I make sure for sure I always try to get a dope beat, and then you tie them lyrics in next to it. It's like a 1-2 punch. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times there's a lot of artists that I hear, they got dope lyrics, but they might not tie the beat into it. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of times fans, they hear the beat first. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They hear the beat first. And then once they hear the beat, then they hear what you say next. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of times people want to start kind of bobbing their head. If they can't bob their head, man, you can have one of the most serious flows out here in the game. But if they can't bob their head to it, it's like, you might miss a fan on that. You see what I'm saying? So I try to lock out my fans in as far as like, especially with the beat, man. Make sure the beat, it's got to be a rider type beat, the stuff that I'm kind of used to and what I was raised on or whatever. So like I said, I just try to come with a combination, man, good 1-2 punch.
How soon into the song do you think they need to catch that beat?
I'd say, man, the average fan, man, they want to hear at least anywhere from 15 to 20 seconds. You see what I'm saying? Because that 15 to 20 seconds is like, people go off of perception. This is their first time meeting you. You see what I'm saying? So you want to have that. You just want to have that good intro. You see what I'm saying? Kind of time in, and once they start bobbing their head anywhere from 15 to 20 seconds, and then you come in with some dope lyrics, it's like, oh, wow. Yo, this cat kind of got something. You see what I'm saying? As into if you give them that 15 to 20 seconds and the beat's not banging like that, it's kind of like, they skip to the next song without even hearing your lyrics. You see what I'm saying? So I like to make sure that beat is riding for sure, man, because, I mean, out here in the South, man, I mean, a lot of people are big on their cars. You know what I'm saying? It's all about slabs, rims, having bass in your trunk, riding down the strip, just feeling real good. So I try to make sure that beat, man, it's got to be funky, man. It's got to be a rider type beat, Then after that, I'm going to catch you with the lyrics. You know what I'm saying?
Right on. All right. So for you artists that are just starting out, you need some advice. That was some great advice, some great tips. The first 15 to 20 seconds is crucial to whether you make it or break it.
Right.
Good tip, man. So what about, man, does your music appeal to the drugged out new age hip hoppers?
I'd have to say,
good question, right?
Good question, man. It just depends on your preference, man. I kind of got like, my music's not like druggy music, but I have to say it's more kind of stoner music probably, but not heavily into just the drug usage. I'm really not just big on that, man. Just trying to have, you got a lot of kids out here nowadays, man, that overdosing and stuff like that. So I try to not just make sure you know, I put all that stuff into my lyrics. And me in general, I'm not real just big on all that stuff, you know. Kind of like, I just keep it kind of simple, man. My music is more kind of like stoner music, just feel good. I have to say it's stoner music, not overdose music. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's kind of a difference, man. But I mean, it's just your choice of preference, man. You know, you got some fans that's into whatever it is, the pill popping, whatever it is, and you got some fans that's into the stoner music. So I'd have to say my music ties more into like just a stoner music. I have to say, just not the real druggy type music though.
Right on. So you're living in a state that's known for lean and Percocet. What's your stand on that?
Man, the lean, man, that's a heavy epidemic out here, bro. I'm not you know, I've done the lean before, man, back in my college days, but you know, nowadays, man, I really don't know what's in that lean stuff that they out here pumping. So if I don't know what's in it, man, I really don't want to put it in my body, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, to each his own, but I mean, the lean and the perks and all that, yeah, it's out here, man. It's just, it's like I said, I have to say, it's just your choice of preference. You know, you got a lot of kids, that's what they like. Then you got some kids, they kind of want to hear what you're talking about as far as like the substance, you know. I hear a lot of my fans or whatever, they tell me they tell me they love the substance, and it's just not kind of, you know, when you hear a 16 for me, you kind of get something out of it as far as like the bars or whatever, as far as like how you can kind of make your life better or so, or how you can kind of just lay low and stay out of trouble. And as into the other music, kind of, I'd have to say, you know, the perks and stuff, it's whatever music that you're on. Me, I'm kind of laid back, man, and this is Dallas. It's like a heavy city as far as like drama or whatever, so I try to not bring all the drama within my music, because you know, you get out here kind of rapping about that type of stuff, you got to understand, man, especially in Dallas, man, people going to want to kind of see if you bought that. You see what I'm saying? And we're kind of a city where we're not like New York or California where you got a number of MCs out here. Dallas is kind of like a crab in a barrel type city where it's like, yo, whoever's the next person on, everybady's attacking that person. You know what I'm saying? Or trying to, you know, if you're kind of on that street life rap or whatever, man, you're going to have to kind of, you're going to have to prove it or whatever, because you got a lot of people, especially out this way, they're going to try to test you. You know what I'm saying? I have to say. So, me personally, man, I'm not really into all the drama or whatever. I just like to make feel good, riding type music, man. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. All right, cool deal. I'm not a fan of purchasing prepackaged drugs, whether it's a pre-roll blunt or or lean, you know, from somebody. Not saying that I purchased lean. I've never done that, never had lean. But the blunt, you know, I'm not buying a pre-roll blunt. And it's kind of, I view that like artists. I'm not buying a prepackaged artist. I'm not buying into the career of an artist that was put together by a label or a manager. Like, you go on an Instagram page and they don't have tattoos, and then 5 or 6 months later they tat it up and now they're about this part of their life. I'm not into that. I'm more into the organic music like yours, man, that's homegrown, that you figured it out on your own, and you deliver the goods.
Yeah, no doubt.
So I really appreciate that authenticity of your music.
No doubt.
Yeah, man.
You know, that's the main thing, man. I just try to stay in my own lane, bro. That's it, you know. I know it's a lot of, you know, as far as the mainstream artists and stuff, there's a lot of mainstream artists out there that's dope, but I notice a lot about the mainstream. Everybody, it kind of sounds the same, you know what I'm saying, as far as like the auto-tune and stuff like that. But it's dope. It just depends on what preference you're on or whatever. But, you know, me, I try to make sure mine is just like you say, it's organic, man. And then, like I say, a lot of my fans, they always tell me, man, you know, just keep that style, man. You know, keep that grimy style, keep your lyrics hard and stuff, man, you know, and just do you. So I really just try to stay in my own lane.
Definitely. All right. So you seem extremely pumped up about getting your music out there now, which is awesome. Yeah. Why do you feel like the time is now to really get these singles out?
I have to say the time is the reason I feel like the time is now, because it's either now or never. You know what I'm saying? As far as pursuing my career, I mean, you got to go get it, man. Chances make champions. You dig what I'm saying? So at the same time, it's kind of like what I said earlier, man. Either you're going to dream about something, man, and just sit up every day, keep on dreaming about it and let yourself get older, or you're going to get out here and you're going to kind of start attacking it. You see what I'm saying? And me, I used to play ball, man, so at the same time, I already understand what it is as far as grinding, you know what I'm saying, tour days, and just tying that in also as far as, like, with this music, as far as, like, hustling, how I hustle my grind, you know what I'm saying? Because I learned a lot of discipline just from playing sports, you know what I'm saying? So I try to make sure I'm disciplined, make sure I do the right thing, man, just go out here and just grind, man, and make sure I put my budget behind myself. Because that's the main thing, man. Any artist out here, man, it doesn't matter how cold you are. If you don't have a budget, man, it's like, how far can you really go? You know what I'm saying? Unless you got somebody fronting it for you. You see what I'm saying? But, you know, you got to basically just get up and start pushing, man. Moving yourself, really, man, because ain't nobody going to do it for you, man. And I'm one of them artists that I'm independent. I do everything on myself, really. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everything falls back on me. If it doesn't get done, I got to point the finger at myself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm kind of big on that as far as, like, in life in general. Whenever there's something that's going on, man, you can't really point the fingers at other people. This is why this didn't happen. Nah, you got to look yourself in the mirror. So I'm one of them types, man, I always look myself in the mirror. You got to look yourself in the mirror first and tell yourself what your faults are before you let someone else tell you your faults. You see what I'm saying? If someone else can tell you your faults and you can't tell yourself your faults, then you kind of, you're not in the right place, man. You know what I'm saying? Because first, you got to be honest with yourself, you know? So I just try to be honest with myself, you see?
Yes, sir. Definitely, bro. Definitely. All right, man. Are there any, like, other art forms that you connect to your music?
Any other art forms? I have to say, man, I'm big on a lot of oldies and stuff, man. My father used to play a lot of Al Green, Teddy Pendergrass, Anita Baker, Sade. I kind of like I said, man. I'm into just that '90s era hip hop, man. Just that lyrical content. You know, a lot of the stuff that came out in the '90s, it would be on the radios today, but it's like it's kind of underground, really. So that makes it kind of just everything that I'm doing, really. It kind of just I'd have to say it fits into just the underground realm as far as today, because, like I said, mainstream is kind of on a whole different level as far as hip hop these days, you know. And I can't really, you know, mainstream is cool or whatever, man. But like I say, I'm in love with underground music, really. I have to say, man.
Same here, brother. Same here, man. The underground rules.
Yeah, you know it, man. I mean, that's where you're gonna find more of the hardcore stuff, man, you know. But I'd have to say, man, definitely it's just you know, everything from what I was raised on as far as what my father played. My mother, she played a lot of old records and stuff like that. And then, you know, right around, you know, when hip hop started getting growing heavily, and like I say, late 80s, early 90s, man, my mom used to play like a lot of stuff, like from A Tribe Called Quest, Tupac, Dogtown, Brand Nubian. You know, she kind of flipped it up a lot, man. She just didn't keep it on West Coast. She had a lot of East Coast because we had satellite in our house. But, you know, so I got a chance to hear like all different sorts of music, man. And it's like, you know, I don't just try to tie it strictly into just sounding like the South, or tie it strictly into where it sounds like the West. I try to make really a neutral sound, you know what I'm saying, to where it's like, even though it's rider music, you still got cats on the East Coast that may want to bump it. You see what I'm saying? You still got cats in the Midwest that want to bump it because it's neutral. So I have to say I really focus, man, on just everything I learned from a kid, man, and trying to just make my music just neutral, man, to where it's like it's a sound for all. You see what I'm saying? I just don't like to just tie it into just a certain region where it's like when you first hear my music, you'll be like, oh, well, he got to be from the South. You see what I'm saying? I like people to hear my music, and a lot of my fans tell me that. They're like, yo, you from Dallas? And I be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm born in Cali, was raised in Dallas, you know what I'm saying? But I like hearing that because that lets me know that they're like, you know, they can't tell exactly where I'm coming from, you know, and you can hear a lot of artists that you be like, oh, he must be from Atlanta. Oh, he must be from Dallas. Oh, you see what I'm saying? So I just try to make music, man, where it's like you can't tell where it's coming from, but at the same time, it's rider music and it's neutral for all.
Right on. Man, I'm a big fan of your song, Boss Talk. Not too many artists aren't where you are musically. But give our listeners some real insight to doing something like that track completely on your own. Like, we want you to explain, like, how long does it take from concept to mastering a song that's what it's like 4 minutes and 44 seconds to, you know, bring to life to us, to the world, rap world.
I have to say, man, what I do, man, whenever I usually produce my tracks, like I say, I usually get with one of my producers, man, and I try to make sure, you know, I'm the type, man, I'm gonna thumb through at least over 100 plus tracks or so, man, like, you know, and so it's gotta be that right beat. And once I kind of start bobbing, I'm just like, oh, every time I hear that one beat, my brain tells me, like, yeah, that's it right there. You need to go ahead and snatch that. So when my brain tells me I need to go ahead and snatch that, that's when I go ahead and start, you know, pretty much probing the whole track as far as, like, what does it sound like to me? What's the title that I want to incorporate to the track? You know, what does it feel like? And once I tie all that in, man, I'm going to slap the lyrics on next. You see what I'm saying? And once I slap them lyrics in, man, I'm just, like I said, I'm just trying to make sure it's all the way potent. You see what I'm saying? Put the hook on it, you know, we mix and master it down in the lab, and, man, we pretty much bring it out to the world, you know. Go ahead and give it a sample, see what they tell me. Because I like to, whenever I'm done, man, a lot of times I usually like to kind of sample it into the streets and let a few of my partners hear it, or, you know, certain people as far as before I just upload it to the world. And once I get, you know, those 2 thumbs up, like Siskel and Eva say, you know, from my fans, you know, friends and stuff like that, then that's when I'm ready to drop it to the world then. Because a lot of times whenever I'm done producing a track, I may like it, but I need some outside ears to hear it as well. You see what I'm saying? Because a lot of times you may just be going off of your opinion only. So I like to just try to, you know, get a sample from everybody else. Yo, what you think about this? What that beat sound like? You know what I'm saying? A lot of times before I start writing to the beat, I may ask my engineer or so, what do you think about this? I may ask, you know, a close friend, one of my best friends, man, what you think about this? It be not, a lot of times we may take the beat, take it from the studio, then go put it in the car behind some subwoofers just to see how it really knocks. You know, if it's got those subwoofers quaking, it's like, yo, that ride. Let's go ahead and put that together. You see what I'm saying? So we do a lot of sampling and testing out before we just really probe the whole track. Once I kind of get the green light, yo, that beat's is riding, that's when I'm going to go ahead and lace it. You know what I'm saying? So I like to just, I have to say, just get a second opinion when I'm probing it.
Right on. Yep. As a solo artist, how do you know when your tracks are finished? Like, who's in there to cut you off to tell you, okay, that's enough?
How do I know when my tracks are finished? I'd have to say, man, I'm guerrilla style, man. So whenever I'm done, you know, finalizing the track down, a lot of times I let my engineer, when we finish it at the lab, he'll pretty much take the track, you know, and he'll keep it for at least like a week or so, you know. He'll bump it in the lab, he'll bump it in his car, he'll bump it at his girl's house. He bumps it like different places, you see what I'm saying? And he also gets the outside ear as well, as far as like, yo, what do you think about this? Yo, me and K-Lew just laced this. I need an opinion. And, you know, once he kind of gives me like the green light, yo, I think this is ready, man. We can pretty much finalize it down. That's pretty much how we rock, man. You know what I'm saying? We take a few votes as far as like, you know, is it ready to be finalized down? And then once we get that green light, man, like I say, we lace it up, mix and master it down, and then we pretty much present it to the world.
Nice. A lot of freedom in being a solo artist, I suppose.
Oh yeah,
but,
man.
Yeah. Does anything dictate like what direction you will take your music?
I have to say nah.
No life events, no social commentary.
I have to say, man, a lot of my music, man, it may be predicated just for my childhood and just being raised out in the streets and just understanding a lot, man, because, you know, coming up in the streets, man, a lot of my partners, they sold dope or whatever, you know, and it was real tempting for me, you know, as far as coming in town or whatever, because like I said, I used to play ball in college or whatever, so I come in town, and here it is, man, all I got is scholarship check, and I'm broke. I got lint in my pockets, man. These cats, you know, they got racks in their pockets. So, you know, it's a lot of stuff just growing up, man, seeing a lot of stuff just from the dope dealing, you know what I'm saying, gang banging, just the violence in Dallas in general. It's like, yeah, I had to say it formulated a lot of my music as far as like me, you know, and just the things and trials and tribulations that I've been through in life, you know, and just trying to stay on the right path, man, because like I said, I mean, temptation has been around me pretty much my whole life, man, because I gravitated to the streets really, man, and outside of sports was the only thing that kept me out of the streets. So it's like, okay, you can either sell dope or you can play ball. You see what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, I knew kind of like, okay, if I start selling dope, you know, I'm taking penitentiary chances. Keep playing ball, you know, I can at least get my scholarship. I mean, at least get my piece of paper, you know what I'm saying, my degree, and I ain't got to look over my head. So it's like, you know, in college I had to grit my teeth, man, and just kind of be broke, man, and just, you know, not worry about having to look over my head, because there's so many cats I know, man, that end up getting popped, getting bids, out here snitching. It's just all of the above, man, for eat, basically, you know what I'm saying? And now that I'm, you know, graduated out of college or whatever and totally understand how this game goes, like, you know, I kind of thank myself as far as not making those decisions to get into that game, as far as like the hustling or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, nah, man, I'm cool, man. I'm not trying to be another statistic in these penitentiary systems. See what I'm saying?
Yes,
so,
sure.
Yeah, I have to say so, man. It basically formulated a lot of my music, man, as far as the childhood and just growing up, gravitating to the streets.
Definitely. All right, man. All right, guys. After the music break, it'll be time for our usual tradition. It is called our hot seat, and our fans love this part of the segment, and of course, along with the actual interview, but the audience get a chance to hear K-Lew provide us with some vocals. Maybe he does poetry, inspirational speeches, spoken word, freestyle raps, jokes, stories, or even live instruments. You never know if these creative minds and vessels were produced in a spotlight. And tonight we'll find out if K-Lew has what it takes to be put on the spot, a test of his true artistry, and maybe even some hidden talents. But for right now, we have K-Lew with his song Boss Talk, and we'll be right back.
Nah, for real, man. Y'all ever think about that shit like what we here for?
It's money, nigga. Why the fuck you can't see that, man? You always act like there has to be something else to this shit, you know what I'm saying? Because you a homo now?
Nah, what the fuck you be talking about, man? Money. Everybody got money, man. So what you gonna do with dope? We really got dope. We got dope. Everybody got dope.
Fucking crazy, yo.
Yeah. Right. Right. Look. Okay. Right. 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 Peep game. And that's boss talk how we spit the flow. Yeah. And that's boss talk how we spit the flow. Yeah. That paint where we just let it glow. And that's boss talk how we spit the flow. Yeah. And that's boss talk how we spit the flow. On that third coast, nigga, we move slow. And that's boss talk how we spit the flow. Yeah. And that's boss talk how we spit the flow. Yeah. Where my lighter at, man? Right. Yeah. Trying to get my fetty tie. Yeah. That stove top with them breadcrumbs. Yeah. We was posted out Ferguson. Yeah. Doubling it up, trying to get a son. Yeah. With my gas tank of fuck it. Right. My attitude was fuck it. Look, OG, we stuff it. And on these haters, we stay ducking now. Yeah. If that convo right, we can talk numbers. Lock it down, 2-man numbers. Look, hit the iron, now I'm in the sauna. Now I'm back on the grind, just running numbers. Yeah. No talking, homie, just all action. Boss shit, nigga, you know what's happening. Yeah. When I'm on the low, that equal stacking. Behind a bitch, I ain't never slacking. Right. Took a loss, but I got that back. Real hustlers gon' make that back. Hit the yo, and I'ma drop that crack. Lead the block, and I make that stack. That shit you chop is terrible, unacceptable. Plain trash, hefty sack, garbage bag, etc. Nigga, all of that. Yeah. That shit don't knock, we ain't dropping that. I got a southern flow with a western swag. 180 horses on my dash. Yeah. Dope man zone when I smash the gas. Right. With them trees lit with my game tight. Got a 50 here with a cold Sprite. And hating ass niggas we never see. I'm 10 toes down, homie, obviously. And that's boss talk, how we spit the flow. Yeah. Right. And that's boss talk, how we spit the flow. If that paint wet, we just let it glow. Yeah. And that's boss talk, how we spit the flow. Yeah. And that's boss talk, how we spit the flow. Right. And that third coast, nigga, we move slow. And that's boss talk, how we spit the flow. Yeah. And that's boss talk, how we spit the flow. Where my light at, man? Right. Smoke some what you thought it was. DIY my own buzz. Lyrical content, substance use. Niggas playing games like Duck Goose. Nurse around like Dr. Seuss. Yeah. Cat and a half them weak ass bars. Indica, not cookie jar. We fired up and take off tomorrow. Yeah. This traffic ain't flowing with lace the bars. Right. It might be too dope for the radio. Yeah. But I'm kiss ass and I ain't trying to brag. And I'm a street nigga, that's all I know. Yeah. Paint the picture, Michelangelo. Right. We'll go to topics when we lace the code. Right. Swinging off that jungle west where intersect through Buckner Road. Yeah. Big thoughts and hustle niggas. Plenty of pimping and drug dealing. Shit from my hood to your neighborhood, man, it's damn near just the same, my nigga. Yeah. Coming up, making power moves. Nino Brown with these dope lyrics. Shoot it right up through their veins. Make sure motherfucker gon' feel it. Off the top, I'ma make it kill it. The wordplay, nigga, I'm dope. Then only run with niggas trying to make a million. Screws me duck stacking to the ceiling with them trees lit with my game tight. Got a 50 here with a cold Sprite. And hating ass niggas we never see. I'm 10 toes down, homie, obviously. And that's boss talk, how we spit the flow. Right. And that's boss talk, how we spit the flow. If that paint wet, we just let it glow. And that's boss talk, how we spit the flow. Yeah. And that's boss talk, how we spit the flow. On that third coast, nigga, we move slow. And that's boss talk, how we spit the flow. Yeah. And that's boss talk, how we spit the flow. Where my light at, man? Yeah. Let that bitch bang. Right. Yeah.
That was K-Lew with his song Boss Talk.
What?
Dope song. Yeah. Dope song, man. Yeah, that's a slapping song, man. I'm going to have to add it to my personal playlist for my rider music, right? Because I'm about to head out to Dallas next week, and I think I'll be like 5 hours away, so I'm going to take a car. Not going to fly this time. I'm just going to take a car and cruise the highway. Oh, yeah. The venue is Townhouse. It's downtown Dallas. That's where we'll be at on the 21st. So come say what's up. Now, you do have to RSVP your spot to get in. It is free, no door charge. Sponsored by Hennessy. We'll have Hennessy at our tables. So come chill out with me and Busy Bone. We'll be in the house. All right. I wish I was, I wish I had, I wish I could, I wish I knew. Do you ever wish? What do you wish for? What happens when you wish? Not much. Except that you remind yourself of the desirable things that you do not have. Unless you have a magic genie in a lamp, wishing does not make anything happen. In fact, wishing often prevents us from getting our wish. We wish I could lose weight. We think as we scoop out another bowl of ice cream. I wish I could afford a new car, we think, as we waste another $10 on lottery tickets. To the degree that wishing makes our current undesirable situation more tolerable. It prevents us from taking the actions necessary to improve things. Stop wishing and start living. Do you dream? Do your dream. Make the specific plans and take the effective action necessary to achieve the life that you deserve. The next time you find yourself wishing, stop and think, what can I do right now that will begin to make it so? Wishing won't make it happen. However, my friends, you can make it happen. Take that from me, Dini-Mussolini. That is my word, and word is bond. But for right now, let's bring back the man of the moment. K-Lew, you're back live with us and in our hot seat. What are you going to perform for us?
Let's see, man. I'm trying to think. You want to hear some? What you want to hear, man? You want to hear some one of my new tracks, or you want to hear some most recent, or you want to hear some old when I first came in? I got a banger when I first came in called G'd Up Classics.
Yeah, let's check that out.
All right. Let's see. Finally got my ducks off in a row. Craping this rap since adolescence raised around that blow. With a swagger like them thugs my T-lady used to date. Coming up in Dallas, Texas, man, you see First 48? Them cats just be snitching. Wildin'. That's not even our styling. Making money piling. That's the only focus. Seeing the deep ain't no hocus pocus. Cats will leave you dead in the box, croaked over and I make the most of this every time I kiss it. Turn her toad into a prince while I paint the picture. Chat with me for a second as I blaze the swisher on this G'd Up Classic. Don't let it miss you. Bossed up, page one issue, and I get it several ways, man, and get paid. But lacing this wax, they like Lay's potato chips rip. Come back, because they banging than they whips. Am I able to cuss? Or we got to mute that?
No, you're able to cuss.
All right, cool. Let's jump to that next one, man. G'd up, smoking pounds. By the sound. A closet on the mark, but I ain't horsing around. Thoroughbred with them lyrics. Spit that G'd up sound. And they sense when them comrades in the building, nigga. Try to know it, guarantee this to a pillar, nigga. Get a whiff of this shit that we be perking. Nigga, this shit right here gonna have my Cali niggas jerking. Let's see. Let me dive into something else. Man, because I'm just now warming up. I'm trying to think.
All right.
Let's see. All right. Let's jump to this plot. I had to re-up with that product. Slang hot like Papa John's. Came up being dirt broke. The music I make is for the slums. The bass gonna drop when you hear the beat. When I crank it up, then I'm tweet, trying to do my best. Dodging potholes, swerving through these Dallas streets. Triple D, a real nigga. Off the top, been a go-getter. Never sold cocaine before, but I still hop on the whole nigga. Pillow talking is feminine. That's for women who be gossiping. These niggas ain't got no G no more. Fuck it, though. That's the prerogative. Turn the page to the first chapter. Let me teach the game how to master it. Spit a few bars, my apologies. If you didn't, choose to grasp it. Fast lanes, I'm mashing it. Like Chris Johnson, 40 time. If your homie came home too early, then most likely he done dropped a dime. I got my game right. I mean, it's super tight. That underground shit take flight. Candy Jack aroma on site. We don't fuck with squares nor associates. I spit dope shit like an opium. Plant that was grown overseas, and we don't respond if it ain't about the cheese. Just plotting, smoking, touch the scenes, mouth wide open. Give me the beat, but I go with it. Triple D, we so savvy. Just plotting, smoking, touch the scenes, mouth wide open. Give me the beat, but I go with it. Triple D, we so savvy. I'ma go with it. Go hard. Fuck it ain't no other choice. The route I chose was for a boss. Bitch, we don't do no little boys. I know niggas with toys that make noise. Like, bang, bang. Get them, boys. See, yeah, nigga want to have the juice like Bishop did back in 92. Dallas, Texas, I reps that. I'm Ferguson where I slept at. With a pen and pad and a down chick, that's all I needed was to bring it back. Fat stacks, I'm chasing that. With a king and pie, I saw that. Spread my wings like a butterfly. Robert Kelly, I believe I can fly. Killing shit like Kill Bill. Lucy Lou when I'm chopping heads. Putting these tracks off in a coma. Swore you thought they was bed rest, but my kinfolk just like Joe Pesci. Y'all good fellas with a hot temper. Dropping these tracks off in the winter. Probably do it around December. Just plotting, smoking, touch the scenes, mouths wide open. Give me the beat, bet I go with it. Triple D, we so savvy. Yeah, I'm going to jump to something else. You want me to keep going?
Yeah, man. Yeah, you on the roll.
All right. Yes, sir. Let's keep it moving. The other one right here, man, it's a track I cut, man. It's definitely a banger right here. It's called Feel the Breeze, man. See, what it jump to, man. Try to get my fetty tie. That stove top with them breadcrumbs. We was posted out for the sun. doubling it up, trying to get a son with my gas tank on fuck it. My attitude was fuck it. OG, we stuff it. And on these haters, we stay ducking. Now, if the combo right, we can talk numbers. Lock it down, 2 man under. Hit the iron, now I'm in the sauna. Now I'm back on the grind, just running numbers. No talking, homie, just all action. Boss, you know what's happening. When I'm on the low, it equals stacking. Behind a chick, I ain't never slacking. Oh, that was that boss talk. Yeah, man, that was that boss talk. Feel the breeze, feel the breeze. Let's jump to that feel the breeze. A lot of stuff, all this stuff acapella, so I'm whipping it straight up out my brain, you know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Man, let everybody know where they can, were you done or are you still going?
Man, I was whooping up some more, but I mean, it's all you.
Oh, yeah,
you know, we live.
No, man. No, keep going, bro.
I'm pretty much whipping up the other tracks. It's kind of just coming to me, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
I just need that beat, but let's see how the other one go. Put the top back. Feel the breeze, I got that. Highly underrated like the swag. These boys on spitting, they bringing it back. Triller shit only we know. Posted down on that third coast, sitting right at the bottom. So kick back, bitch, take a toast off. Lyrical content, and we sprouted that right from the ground, homie. I'm like an urban legend, TIP. You don't know me. I put them racks up in the game. Yeah, this shit is chess. Training niggas on the daily. Alonzo said it motherfucking best. Now we'll keep it fresh like hostess cakes. Roll a cake when I wake and bake. Sit back and anticipate all these bitch niggas gonna do is hate, But I'm never late, pulling up the chase. Transactions dipping through. Loud pipes when I pull off swerving. Gas smashing. Put the top back. We gonna let it grow. I keep my game tight, display it on them visuals. That king shit, we got that. We rolling fat like ball bats. Then contemplate our next move. Drop a dope track that's so smooth. Ooh, put the top back. Feel a breeze, we got that. Put the top back. Feel a breeze, we got that. Put the top back. Feel a breeze, we got that. Yeah, top back. Where's that? Fire me up. Let me hit that. Post it up at the back cave. Hashtag it. Hide out. Bruce Wayne in my city. Nightfall when I ride out. When I glide out, it's like Clyde Drix. And Shabba ranks, we will flex. And down south, TXAS, them paint jobs be so wet and so fresh, so clean. I'm an outcast on elevators. Me and you to the top floor. Bitch, niggas don't get no invitation. We never lace them. What I code, the letter G is a noun. What I'm spitting, you can't duplicate it. Therefore, a nigga profound. Look around, tell me what do you see. D lineman tall as a tree. If I audible, then they own your ass, no problem. So seriously, consistently, we dropping heat. If haters hate, then let it be. As long as we crossing the finish line, just so sweet, victoriously. Put the top back. Feel a breeze, we got that. Put the top back. Feel a breeze, we got that. Yeah, that's straight up out the dome, man, right there. All I need is that beat with it. But yeah, we good, man. We good.
Nice. All right. Man, let everybody know where you want them to connect with you online.
Man, you can connect with me online, man, at you can connect with me on Instagram, _Lucci, _ that's Lucci, spell it LEWCHI. You can find me on Twitter at real _Lou. And you find me also, look up my artist page on Facebook, just go to K-Lew. And you're pretty much type in K-Lew, and my videos is all on YouTube or whatever. You know, you pretty much find me everywhere on all the social networks, all the blogs or whatever. So I'm not hard to find, man. Just look me up and you can definitely connect with me.
Definitely. And guys, just in case you didn't get those links, we have them in the description of this episode and in the show notes. So all you have to do is click the hyperlinks. You can find that on iHeartRadio, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Player FM, Castbox, Listen Notes, anywhere where you listen to your podcast at. You can definitely find the hyperlinks in the description of the episode. So all you got to do is click those links. Man, welcome to the Vigilantes Radio Open Floor, my friend. That means you somehow made it to the end. Congrats on decoding all of my rambling. I know it's not easy, and your efforts in answering my questions are appreciated. So there are some chances that I didn't bring up everything that we could have talked about, you know. Maybe there was things you wanted to mention that I just didn't bring up. So here is the time now to say those things.
Let's see. We pretty much tied in on everything, man, as far as the music and how do I orchestrate it, how do I produce it. Let's see. We kind of pretty much touched on all the topics that I can think of really right now, man, you know.
Right, okay. Well, man, we definitely appreciate you, your music, and your time, man. I think you're becoming one of my favorite artists for this year. As I went through a lot of artists, as you can imagine, for the 2018 season. And, man, I have to rank you up there with some of my favorites.
Dope, man. I appreciate that. Family 100.
No doubt, bro. You making the kind of music I like to vibe to.
Man, I definitely appreciate that. Like I say, I hear a lot of people telling me that, man. So I just stay in my own lane, man. Just ride slow, man.
Definitely, man. Well, you have a good one, brother.
Okay, you do the same.
Thank you, my Vigilantes family, as always, for checking out my podcast over here at Vigilantes Radio. All episodes are available for free download, and you can grab that from either Spreaker.com/only1media group, iTunes, YouTube, any app that's on a Google Play or iTunes store, or our website. And that goes from every single episode that we've ever aired. If you'd like to request music or a particular guest or send something for me to play, email it to vradio@only1mediagroup.com. If it's music, please label it by artist and title. Here's my disclaimer. We are genre free, we do not judge, and we absolutely do not base our opinions on hearsay but facts alone. And actually, you can scratch all of that because all of my opinions are always right. That's the bottom line. This is my show, so deal with it. Nah, just kidding. On behalf of myself, Dini-Mussolini, I appreciate all you guys for tuning in, either afterwards or live with us. Spread the word because sharing is caring. We stepped up our game just for you guys and our guests to make sure that you have the best experience here on our show. Be sure to connect with us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Tumblr, as well as Spreaker. We always follow back. That is the #1 rule. Okay, well, just remember to be yourself and be absolutely great at just doing that. Avoid being too comfortable because you're messing with your potential when you do that. Peace and have a good night.
You are now listening to Vigilantes Radio, the people's choice for quality interviews, art, music, and hot topics. Hosted by Demetrius Houdini Black Reynolds of the duo No Longer the Hero. All episodes of this podcast are available for free download at www.only1mediagroup.com. This is a 7th Sign Regime Rebirth Worldwide Syndicate exclusive.